Hello world. Today is okay. I gotta update this. Today is Tuesday already. Subtitle. Tuesday 26th. And what an amazing day, right? Every day is just precious. That's the truth. So it's right now 10:14 a.m. Got an americano from the 7-Eleven. I'm in Thailand. I got my okay. It's just a regular Tuesday, and yes, I'm in Phuket, Thailand, and I got wearing this Thai flag right here. So anyway, this is another co-work session. Gonna go for an hour, and the mission is yesterday I was like AI characters day. Today is day for Lumi, the mobile app, and I have to tackle this challenge of getting the time tracking, voice first time tracking, to be accurate. That means you like record your voice and you can log your hours, and then it gets updated in the database. So it's a time tracking app for productivity, and the premise here is like, so Lumi will be like this all-in-one platform, and one of the features is like this the time tracking ability with voice first agents, and to optimize, because you can't so you can you have to track things in order to control them. You can only control what you measure, what you track. So that's the premise, and and that's the first prerequisites to being able to control, or like to optimize, to improve your productivity. It's first step is measuring, tracking, quantifying. So let me bust it out. So I have a second laptop that I can do if I need to do anything that is private, like chats or communications that I want to keep off the internet. I can have it up here. That's good. So yeah, 10:15 to 11:15. And using this also. So this is my local instance Tuesday to-do list. Now I'm going to update a little bit on my to-do list. So these are all the Lumi instances, to-dos. Oh, this is a real big problem on Lumi.com. You gotta be able to drag things around easier. So here's my to-do list. Chat with Lumi.com. No, not this. These are to-dos that have to do with the Lumi mobile app. I was watching some like VR gameplay with the Lumi mobile app. Alright, looks pretty good. Everything's streaming. Everything's updated. Alright, and vlogs, visa. Gotta open up Xcode. let's see, now opening cursor, I can see the last kind of things where I left off. OBS is recording. Voice time tracking service. So I'm going to just compile and see what the errors are, where I left off, and picking up where I left off. And the mission is really to knock out some of those to-dos. There's a lot of errors. Image picker service. So I'm looking at what I did last time and seeing that there's a couple changes. A couple breaking changes that need to be mended. Let's do service, new file. I know this, okay, image picker is not defined. I know this was migrated over from previous app. And okay, new file, new empty file. Image picker service, boom. Firebase storage, Firebase auth, Swift UI. These are the imports packages. So yeah, where I left off, the backstory is Manifestly was originally like a very focused app that uses AI to help people manifest. But then it quickly got into the, oh god, it's using Firebase storage, fuck, I hate that. Oh god, no, I need to stop this. No Firebase storage. Okay, forget this. So what I was saying is, yeah, Manifestly kind of evolved, I would say spiraled, maybe devolved into this like all-in-one app. But then I realized the mistake I made is I left behind Luminolog. I need to like return like to that basic core principle of, hey, this is an AI journaling app, and Lumi should be like the brand that carries on this like evolution to be this transhumanist all-in-one AI app platform, and Manifestly is going to stay with that vision of building, helping people manifest. Do I need more caffeine? God, it's only 10:23 a.m. So actually, I'm going to delete this image picker service. So there's a lot of things to untangle here. So yeah, this Cowork is really about, it's really like co-programming, because I'm like, and rubber duck debugging, because I have a lot of things on my mind that I need to work out, like there's a couple big questions that are in my mind about how to use the backend. Or how to create, what backends to use. let's look at the server situation. So now I'm like just deploying yesterday changes, or like committing to Git, not deploying. So let's see, server 2. %, memory usage. Hello, I'm still there? Am I still there? Oh god, no, I need to stop this. No Firebase storage. Open from previous app and
strangely enough, nobody believes.
limitless.
What I do with my day is limitless.
Limitless. Is what is the vision to make Lumi into? So the real important thing is moving forward. So because the question I'm trying to figure out is how to manage the back end, and I think the conclusion I'm coming to is lean towards just defaulting, use Firebase for all new things, and then use the existing server for for legacy or existing functionality, and then migrate content over, and then just log in. Just go with the app. Okay, I'm just gonna build the app and then worry about combining it later. There may be two different logins for a moment. Hopefully that makes some sense to the listener. Maybe going too fast. I am just no, this is the wrong project. Stop. So I'm now working on like getting Lumi to compile again, because I did copy over a bunch of code functionality from the previous project, like I mentioned, and there's just a lot of things to glue together, but it's like an operation where you're like combining two kinds of creatures, and the result is like a mix of things. So anyway, the point is that it's messy. So but I really just want to be about speed right now. So try to make the compile and hide or remove as many things as possible. Let's see. Alright, this Americano is really too much. I got Thai Red Bull. And it's 10:44 and I gotta get to the gym today. That's another thing. I think around noon I'll go. So really I need to kind of backtrack a little bit. Pasted in too much code. This is a challenging operation to be doing. Oh no, was I really changing things in the wrong project? Alright, taking a moment. Yeah, live streaming every day is a critical tool for evolution. It's just get so much data about yourself, and then if you can feed it into your own personal like AI mentor, you get so much flow of energy. You unblock your chakra, essentially, your throat chakra by live streaming. And if you're serious about doing anything kind of serious work, serious kind of progress work in any kind of field, I just got water this morning, then you need to increase the rate of interchange of information. Throughputs, increase your throughput. So really, there's no alternative to live streaming your work. There's no better way to make progress. All right, so I gotta do this manual entry. Why is this here? You know, this was just a mistake, I think I'm gonna backtrack. Just fuck all this copying. I'm just gonna delete. Alright, so now I'm just trying to get the project to build and remove all that extra stuff I pasted in and just focus on getting the voice transcription to work more accurately. building, it's building. So I can see that it's really in here. Voice recording view. Main model voice time tracking service. Recording interface. Building. Tracking the recording functions. Alright, so now I'm typing into the agent, the coding agent, about this issue, about the transcription not being accurate. And so the most common, the most likely cause is the that LLM call to Llama 3.3 that takes the transcription and it's supposed to output the JSON result. So that's the real critical piece, and like if you just imagine like zoom into this aspect is like very important to have this be reliable, because this is the function that will be called dozens of times per day per person, and it has to be like reliable, because if you experience that frustration of like having to record something and then it's not logged, then you have to do it again, it's very painful. So the solution is make it reliable. By like just saving the transcript first, and then allowing you to retry the parsing on the transcript. So as long as we keep the transcript in place, if we save the transcript, we already have a step forward. Then it tries. Most likely it is failing on this step 2. Alright, so this is my inputs, and it's just, I really described it in detail. Now, how amazing is this that we don't really write this manual code? And when I got into coding in 2016, I was like Oh my god, I made it. I made it in the last wave of people that just code by hand, and I feel gratitude for that. Because you can kind of infer, kind of like see patterns. If you see patterns on human history, and like you see how technology has a window of opportunity. Like when the first combustion engine and cars were around, all the people that were working on cars and engines were like rich and hotshots and like making a lot of impact because you just had this new technology that just like opened up a whole new world of people using driving cars everywhere and the economic value generated. Same with like computers, and so this is like our new window of opportunity of coding. So there was a class of people similar like or like ancient Egypt when the scribes were like there was a class of people that were like scribes and there was like a middle class. So now I was like, okay, so there's like that middle class of like coders. There's like educated, smart, and like you have to be thinking, using your creativity. And that window of opportunity was beautiful, and it was great to be part of that. And now it's like, okay, now it's like, what's next? It's one door closes, and then like 10 others open. So I'm optimistic about like the next evolution, and like, okay, so coders don't write by hand anymore, but then like we can design whole systems. Like there's always more. Technology is a great giver, and there's more opportunities. So that was my little spiel about upside of AI coding. Alright, let's see where we are. $57 minutes, yeah. So, alright, agent is going burr. So like, it's already been an hour. Like, to be a good coder, or to be a good, good at anything, you need to be focused, and you need to manage, self-regulate. What that means is like, you have to know your dopamine levels, like what you take, in terms of like, your dopamine, what's it called? Tolerance level. You can develop a high tolerance. So you can just be having so much fun. Like imagine like going to a rave every night and like just partying your butt off and like just having all this incredible experiences. It's gonna be very hard to sit down and like try to code an app because you have to concentrate and you have to concentrate. And it's painful. It's painful because you have to sit still and you have to really focus, control your mind, and you have to like you have to imagine, hold all of these different ideas and information, all these concepts, the logic of the code in your mind, and it's so intricate and detailed, and then you have to really understand it, and you have to like make it better. So it takes time. That's why like coders were or are paid so well, is because you can't really just be having a lot of fun and then like being a good coder, because it takes so much time, and like dopamine, your dopamine tolerance has to be very low. Means like you have to have a very boring life. Basically that you have to have a very boring life, such that your work is not boring, your coding is not boring, and then you're able to put in all that time that's required. So there you go. So that's why like there's like a lot of like conflict between the technical people and the non-technical people, because the non-technical people, they want reap the benefits of the labor, and then the technical people are like the ones that are sacrificing their experience, their life, for this kind of fruit, to bear this kind of fruit. They're sacrificing, their dopamine tolerance. They're sacrificing, doing all those things that increase that dopamine tolerance. Yeah, but then it's like then there's levels. Like, I know coders that are like really good, really excellent entrepreneurs and coders, and extremely smart, and also like rave veterans, and so those are really interesting people. All right, so let's go back to this. Where are we at? Yeah, we're just debugging this. Why is this audio player button? What is this? Why is audio player button? Views gone. Okay, I don't need this audio player button anymore. So, alright, it's been an hour. What I really want to capture on this like live stream is like there's so much each individual has like to say. Now it's like before, everything you said, it just didn't fucking matter, because if nobody listened to you, okay, you can record it, but then it's like not much impact, because we can't like really decode it. But now we can transcribe it, you can summarize it, and then you can have your AI agent pick up all the to-dos and execute on them. So that means like just opening the floodgates of people just talking to different kind of thinking and working, where you're talking to the camera, and then you have a team of AI assistants that tend to everything you say, summarize everything you say, give you feedback, give you a constructive feedback on like what were some mistakes you made, some errors in thinking, some things that you can improve in order to improve your thinking and strategy, and what were some blind spots. Like, there's so much to be gained. So that has been unlocked through AI models. All right. So now, like, for me, it's like a big unlocking a chakra of a throat chakra, and allows me to operate on that new matrix. So you have to be willing to really AI models. Be cringe, yeah. I think we established that. Like, yeah. So, but really, the clarity you gain is just like unreal. So now, priority list. Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday. This one, really working on this one. Okay, and this is like Yeah, there was that file that was not necessary, that was causing an error. Alright, so I've been, now I feel like I really, if I break it down into chunks, like 1 hour live stream. Oh good, okay, summary view. Passing in the errors to my agent, but this could really be automated, like, and save a lot of time. So there are these pockets of inefficiencies that still are being worked out. So like there's immense, I mean, like the new paradigm is like nobody's gonna build apps anymore. You just build apps that build apps. That's like one perspective. I think there's still room for creating these platforms. What is that beep? Oh yeah, the beep is like finished. The agent finished. So yeah, and just live streaming is I'm just gonna try to get this compiled and then be like, I'm done. Oh fuck, come on, I don't want to deal with this call manager thing. Oh god. The painful thing about this is, where am I? Oh, crashed. Alright, I'm just gonna do this call. There was a mistake here, like this whole. So, I'm just trying to compile it. Support team view. All right, so I'm really excited about like doing these like live streams of journaling, co-working, because this is like a step towards like, well, first it's like you've established your kind of unlocked your throat chakra. Second, it's like this is like step forward to like prioritizing yourself. Third, it's like it's opening this flywheel effect, where you're putting out all your ideas, making some action, causing some action, and then you're getting a feedback loop, and it's like compounding effects. Because I know that there's a lot more interesting things that I can like explore and contribute to and do and create. And the thing is like, how do you get there? It's not, you don't do it overnight. You don't do it all at once. You have to start. It's the process, and you start with things like this. Like, you have to get an edge. You have to find your edge and angle, and then you'll find the things within yourself. Like you unlock amazing abilities within yourself, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know I had this ability. I didn't know I even had this skill set that I could, trade on the marketplace for a lot of money. Oh God, still more errors. What is this? Is it like main view model? Main view model. Voice recording you. Alright, so I'm over time, but I really wanna just see this build, and I feel like I finally accomplished something. So then, like, going into the topic of digital culture, like this being a streamer, like be a VR chat DJ, like you have such access to, like, it's so amazing what we have access to right now. Like with we have VR headsets, we have AI, we have crypto, internet money. Like all your interests, passions can be pursued, developed, and monetized on a huge scale. And all you need is like just this bare minimum of you need your laptop, and you need some time and focus and concentration and then I feel like visualization is really important. Having routine is important. Being consistent. But like for me, like I couldn't find consistency without. I knew that something. Sometimes you can find that there are things that are missing that you have to fix. And then once you like fix them and you can unlock, you like plateau on some levels. So I already went to like coding technical senior software engineer level, and then it was a plateau for a couple of years, and then like now then you really have to figure out how to monetize your own skill sets. So monetizing your own skill set means being an entrepreneur, and one of those things is like building in public and finding out what is your unique contribution, and uncovering all the value and skill that you have, and then bearing fruit and actualizing it into the marketplace. So the things where you explore and you find out, you got to do this thing like this thing where you do live streaming and engaging with people in the public and teaching and productizing yourself. I'm just gonna tweet that. Productize yourself. Yeah. Just be like that. Hmm. Alright, compile app after updates. So, and one of the aspects of this flywheel effect is you talk about what is important to you, and then you remind yourself what is important to you. Of course, that can also mean like you just like don't talk about what is important to you. So it's really in your hands. It built, alright, it compiled, so that's a win. And you really learned. I mean, like seeing yourself working, coding, thinking, problem solving, your brain then realizes, oh, I am doing this, I can do this, this is what I do, I'm capable of this, and I like this. And then that feeds it back to like, I want more of this. And that's how you get closer to your life mission and your goal. For me, my goal is to be like a Steve Jobs or like a Nikola Tesla, an inventor, engineer that makes the world a better place. All right, it's done. So let's see. And there's an aspect to creating products where just like talking about them, it's like you get so much feedback. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. Then I brushed my teeth. At 9, I started work, and I worked until 11:30 p.m. I worked on Lumi app. Failed some error messages. Failed to save transcription. So yeah, this is the complexity that you come in with. All right, so I'm going to take off now, and so ending it here, and yeah, I can see like these logs being just transcribed, summarized, and then extracted into my own knowledge base from YouTube. As always, ending it with a few moments ending of thoughts of peace. May you be free from all suffering.